In the final days of 2025, Iran stood at crossroads. What began as quiet anxiety in homes and marketplaces soon erupted into the largest wave of unrest the country had seen in years. The trigger was economic volatility, sharp, unpredictable, and relentless. Prices no longer held steady for weeks or even days. Bread, fuel, medicine, basic necessities became moving targets. For many Iranians, this sudden rise in the cost of living was not a political statement, but a matter of survival. Taking to the streets was a legitimate act, a cry born out of frustration, dignity, and the right to be heard. But what followed was not protest, it was sabotage. The streets turned into battlegrounds. Organized violence replaced spontaneous outrage. Buses burned, banks were looted, shops reduced to ashes.
مردم همه ترسیده بودن اونور حتی میگفتن نکنین داشتن شعارهای دیگر رو میدادن خیلی راحت اومدن میزدن اصلا اینا دوره دیده بودن انقدر هیکلی بودن انقدر قشنگ کاربلد بودن راحت رفتن تو بانک و ریختن بیرون و همه وسایل بانک رو شروع کردن آتش زدن.
اینها خودروهای آتش‌نشانی هستند که در شب اول نارامی‌ها یعنی پنجشنبه هفته گذشته متاسفانه در حمله‌ای که به خودروها و پرسنل سازمان آتش‌نشانی انجام گرفت حین انجام وظیفه همراه به تجهیزات به صورت کامل میشه گفت از رده عملیاتی خارج شدن کاملا گویا هست.
Even mosques, center of worship and community were not spared.
هیچ غیرتمندی هیچ کس یک ذره وطن دوست باشه این وضعیت رو دوست نداره ببینه. به خدا قلب ما داره مچاله میشه. هیچ کس دوست نداره این وضعیت رو ببینه. به خدا ما تو خواب همچنین وضعیتی نمیدیدیم.
ما با معترض حرف میزنیم، باید حرف بزنن مسئولین با معترض، اما با اغتشاشگر حرف زدن فایده ای نداره. اغتشاشگر رو باید به جای خودش نشان.
Armed to the teeth, foreign-backed terrorists moved swiftly and with purpose. Their targets were not symbols of authority alone, but civilians, women, children, the elderly. None were spared.
رفتم برای بچه دیگم شیر خشک و برای شربت سرماخوردگی بخرم. وقتی که رفتم دیدم اینجور مردم شلوغه. ماشینمو پارک کردم آمدم به سمت کوچه برم به سمت داروخانه. یه دفعه دیدم من پشت به بچه‌م افتاد. خونش رو دستام ریخت. دخترم این خونه دخترمه. هموطن بچه 3 ساله رو اینجوری تلف نمی‌کنم با والله میگم. اینا تروریست.
Shooters appeared, trained, coordinated, and lethal, targeting security personnel and civilians alike.
Initially, we had legitimate protests. Iran's currency fluctuated. We had a number of shopkeepers who were affected negatively because of this fluctuation. It was a peaceful protest. Nothing happened, no injuries, nothing. But quickly, we had organized opposition, generally led by the former Shah's son, that took over these demonstrations. So in the last 10 days or so, we have had no real demonstrations.
This was not the work of desperate citizens. It bore the unmistakable signature of foreign orchestration. For decades, Iran has faced repeated attempts of destabilization, economic pressure, political isolation, covert operations, all elements of a familiar playbook. This was no different.
جلوی تیمای امدادی ما رو گرفتن. هیچ کجای دنیا ما ندیدیم با نیروهای امدادی اینطور رفتار بکنن.
این ندی یعنی برای گرونیه؟ فکر نکنم. اغتشاشگرای کثافت اومدن دارن زندگی ما رو نابود میکنن. اینا دارن دستور میگیرن چی میخوایم بکنیم ما. اینا برای گرونی نیست آقا. به خدا برای گرونی نیست.
والا مردم بلد نیستن از این کارا بکنن. والا مردم کشور خودشونه، هیچ وقت نمیان ماشین یه هموطن آتیش بزنن یا مثلا حتی یه سنگ پرت کنن.
Genuine public anger over economic stagnation was hijacked, repurposed, and weaponized to serve Western political objectives. And once again, Israel loomed large.
رسانه‌های اسرائیل پر است از ادعاهایی که انجام شده که اونها مشغول طراحی عملیات در ایران هستند. آقای پومپئو که فرد کمی نیست، رئیس سازمان CIA بوده در زمان آقای ترامپ. ایشون توییت زده و میگه که من سال جدید رو به ایرانیانی که در خیابان‌ها هستند و به مأمورین موساد که در کنار اونها حرکت میکنند تبریک میگم. یعنی یک اعتراف صریح که مأمورین موساد تلاش کردند که این جریان تروریستی رو هدایت بکنن.
These were not slips of the tongue. They were admissions. At the same time, U.S. President Donald Trump escalated tensions with repeated threats of military intervention, warning Iran against the use of force on what he called peaceful protesters.
Though there's been protesters killed in Iran, you said we were locked and loaded, ready to go. What is the line there for when the U.S. is going to get involved in those protests?
We'll take a look. We're watching it very closely. If they start killing people like they have in the past, I think they're going to get hit very hard by the United States.
But the concern rings hollow. Just months earlier, a joint U.S.-Israeli assault on Iran left more than 1,000 Iranians dead and countless others injured. Civilian lives did not matter then. Why should anyone believe they mattered now?
Our situation is much, much more complicated. But if I want to think US want to help my country, or Israel want to help my country, or French or European country want to help our country, I don't believe that. Every people should try to make their country by themselves.
What unfolded in the streets was not an isolated incident. It was, in reality, the 13th day of a war waged the previous summer, a continuation by other means, a war that once again ended in failure. Iran has learned this lesson before, and its enemies would do well to learn it too. The regime change playbook does not work here. It does not fracture the nation. It does not break its will.
ما تاکید میکنیم که حاکمیت مستقل کشورها یک اصل اساسی در حقوق بین الملل هست. مسائل داخلی کشورها جز با همفکری و گفتگوی داخلی حل نخواهد شد و هیچ طرفی حق دخالت و تعیین تکلیف در امور داخلی هیچ کشور دیگری رو نداره.
Instead, it backfires, galvanizing the people, rallying them around the flag, and binding them closer together against external threats.
قطعا کسانی که هموطن خودشون رو میکشن از ما نیستن و این فکرهای بیرونیه، فکر اسرائیل، آمریکاست که همچین کاری میکنن و به نظر من توسط اطلاعات و وزارت‌های مختلف باید شناسایی بشن و اشد مجازات و قصاصی رو به همراه داشته باشن.
This was not the end of Iran. It was the 13th day. And once again, the nation endured.